60,000 miles in this C8 Corvette. I'm going to tell you everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. No fluff, no buff, whatever buff is, we ain't gonna have that here. But this 60,000 miles were all my miles, one owner on my Z51 hardtop convertible Stingray, man. She's been a workhorse. Let me start there. She has been a workhorse. But let's go ahead and talk about the issues that I have had with my Stingray Corvette. And the very first issue that I had was the AC compressor failed on me. So the AC compressor failed on me. I want to say it was the second summer that I had the car. And of course, the short version is, you know, you get in the car, you're thinking AC about to kick in, and it never kicks in. You can drive the car with no problem. It doesn't run hot or anything like that. Does not affect the driving of the car, but the AC is not going to work when the AC compressor is out. And literally a year later, the next summer, the AC compressor went out again. So I'm tripping. I'm like, okay. Now again, I ordered this car. So I'm one owner, ordered the car under warranty with the extended warranty and all of that, right? So took it in, no problem. They took care of it. And I had an issue one time where I had to get an oil change done. And this is not the car's fault. This was, I want to say, a tech's fault. They didn't bleed the coolant lines all the way out, so it had some air bubbles in it. So when I was down the street, after I picked my car up, man, that thing started running hot, and it was like, pull over. It had a sign that said like, pull over. So I'm literally down the street, so I'm like, man, I'm just gonna pull over at the dealership. I'm gonna swing this thing around and go back to the dealership, man. So that was the issue, but again, it wasn't related to the car or, you know, any production flaw or anything like that. So that was interesting. It was kind of scary. Now, I have had the windshield replaced one time, but I wouldn't say that that's an issue with the car. That is completely unavoidable. Again, I've only had the windshield replaced one time, and there was literally around 59,500 miles. So I had no issues before that, and I'm sure plenty of rocks have skipped up on my windshield because, again, I drive my car. And I don't think you're a real Corvette man if you don't drive your car. If you saying your Corvette is 4 years old and you got 4 miles on it, I don't think you're a Corvette man, but I digress. But the front end, the normal nicks and dings that you would have. You know, I did not PPF this car. You know, I feel like you spend enough money buying the car. I chose not to PPF the car. So that really hasn't been an issue. Has a good looking front end. I think it looks really good, right? Now, the convertible top, I've had maintenance done on it several times. I started hearing, when I ride over a speed bump, I started hearing like a little click, click sound. Again, one owner, so I know my car intimately. And I would hear the click, click sound. So I took it into the dealership. Short version is, you know, the person that was working on it, they act like they couldn't hear the noise. So again, one owner, I know every sound that my car makes when it goes over a speed bump, when it drives over a pebble. I know what it sounds like or it doesn't sound like or shouldn't make a sound. So with a little bit of wrangling, we got that taken care of. You know, we had to talk to a couple people in the food chain or whatnot, and it got taken care of. So I will say I would encourage you to get the extended warranty. If you're still under warranty and you already own one now, I would encourage you to get the extended warranty. If you don't have one and you're about to buy one, I would encourage you to get the extended warranty. Even if you get a used one and you're able to get the extended warranty. Mine came from Chevrolet, and I think it's well worth it. It gives you peace of mind, and it went up to 50,000 miles for the warranty, extended warranty that I had. But I would encourage you to get it. So I had peace of mind. I still have peace of mind, but I had peace of mind all the way to 50,000 miles knowing that, hey, I'm good. I also did the rim and tire package. Now, I know somebody will say, well, if you know how to drive, you ain't gotta worry about that. I totally agree with that statement. I've never, knock on some wood, I've never ran on a curb or hit a curb or backed into a curb or anything like that. I've never done that. The rear view camera works very well. And you know, I'm an old school driver that you didn't have any cameras other than the 2 that are stuck in your head. So I drive my car with precision. Of course, anything could happen. You know, my wife could drive the car or something like that, but she generally does not parallel park. And I always say, don't go through any drive-thrus because some of these drive-thrus are very, very narrow. And that could definitely be an issue for this car. And you're definitely gonna have an issue if you take this car to any of the drive-through car washes. That's gonna be a problem. I've seen many videos to where the boomerangs on the side were literally ripped open by going through the automatic car wash. And I've seen some where the tracks are very high and the car has gotten stuck. So this car has never been through any automatic car washes, man. You know, I thoroughly enjoy hand washing this car myself. Now, I will say wear and tear on the inside of the car, I think it's held up very, very well for 60,000 miles. And you don't see, like in a lot of cars where the leather, you know, is kind of like ruined, so to speak, where it's clearly worn and it almost looks like you need a new seat. So what we will do, we will take a look on the inside of this car. No reason not to do that. No reason not to do that. Again, I'm a working man, so my car is lived in, you know, I'm always doing something in it. So this is the best type of review I think you want to see. So we'll just take a look at these seats right here and you can kind of judge for yourself. Not a lot of wear. Not a lot of wear. Again, this is 60,000 miles. 60,000 miles of wear. That's what you're seeing right now is 60,000 miles of wear. Yeah, 60,000 miles of wear is what you're gonna see right there. So as we take it to the front, this is something that you wanna take a look at right here. We're gonna go in and open up the inside of the Frunk. And I didn't know this for a long time, but the pop button right here, man, I literally had this car for several years and I never used the pop button down there. But I like the front space. I've used it several times going to the grocery store, going to the dry cleaners, and you can see I got stuff in there. And it's a very, very durable Frunk. Now, what I will say, let me tell you something that I did right here. I actually was taking some stuff out of the trunk and I found myself being lazy and I didn't lift it up as high as I should. So I found myself with the scratch here. I mean, we could definitely talk interior all day, but the enjoyment of this car has been amazing, man. Like really, just like real talk, just being able to have this type of power, this type of style, you know, this type of fun where you just literally enjoying every RPM, you know. So for me at 60,000 miles, man, this car has just really been fun. I think a lot of times when people are more concerned with resale value and low mileage and different things like that, you forget that to have fun with this car, you have to drive this car. I mean, yeah, you could sit in the driveway and talk all day or go to the Cars and Coffee and brag about how you have 30 miles on your 30-year-old Corvette. But it's just something about a man driving a car, man. That's where the fun is. And as a veteran, you know, dealing with PTSD and all different kind of things, man, like I've had so much stress relief and joy. And I got 60,000 miles, you know, to prove, you know, that this car is a workhorse. This car is worth it. Dollar for dollar, you cannot name a car that can get you from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, you know, sometimes 2.8 and some change. Dollar for dollar, there's not another car out there that looks this good, that can perform this well. Dollar for dollar. Not one. It's not one. And I'm sure somebody in the comments gonna say, well, you can get a 1981 BMW, you know, E85. It's not the same. Because right now, you literally could go get you a 70,000, a 60-some thousand dollar Stingray right now, 2.9, 0 to 60, with 2026, you know, technology, man, and be out of here. You know, it's just an amazing car. And it's at 60,000 miles, like I said, the AC compressor went out twice, still rolling. It's never put me on the side of the road. You know, it starts every single time. You know, even during some cold weather, you know, how that can be. But this car is a workhorse. It starts with no problem. And I will buy another one any day of the week. And that's the end of the video.